peeps here waiting to get in. What's up, everybody? You see Chico Libre there, you know him. That's all right. So yeah, we're waiting to get in here, and you know, waiting for the master of ceremonies to come on down. And you know Jesse, you know this guy. Yes, sir.
Say careful, you keep that thing pointed on me, your camera's gonna shatter.
Camera likes you. What are you talking about? Well, this one happens to be shattered too. So, I mean,
it just fits right into the hole.
Yeah, absolutely. So it gets where you're coming from. That's all right.
Flippy, twisty things, and there's nobody in the ring. Yeah, gentlemen.
There he is.
And that car's got to move.
That's what those stripes mean?
Yeah. Don't shoot the messenger. You good?
All right.
Come on in, everybody.
If you don't mind, there's a dumpster for cardboard right around the corner. Thank you.
Okay.
You want to ask how he came to find this space.
Yeah. This is a nice little space here. Up the stairs, Bucky 4G's natural nemesis, of course. Well, there's no hills of Central Park, so that's good. Was it here? Yeah. Might as well.
Sure you get that?
Welcome to Ground Zero.
Ground Zero.
Chicka chicka. This is where the magic happens, guys. This is a workout area. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Wow.
Did he win that yesterday?
That is the Wild Zero title. Looks like. This looks like a Casper.
Oh, yeah.
Just saying. Let me check these out. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Commentary booth.
There's the bell on the wall. I like that. Commentary looks great. And then production is production, guys. Production is always on point. Y'all seen their shows. Thank you, thank you. Yes, baby. I love this promo area. That looks great.
Promo pictures, all that good stuff.
Yeah, promotional pictures, all the.
I imagine this is where they outline the matches,
Yeah.
and the booking, and
That is a beautiful whiteboard. Our whiteboard is jealous. I mean, that's fantastic.
yeah, you can plan out all shows.
Everything.
And then here's I see this where they got the
Look at
trails.
that. Now that's cool. Eat your heart out, Carlito. That's cool. And then more workout area. Of course, you know we got to get this.
Yeah, get a shot of these.
This one in particular. I miss you, man. We really do.
The Exalted One himself.
And look at oh, he's over here too. Yeah, good stuff. Oh, good stuff. Who is that right there? It's like Hanson or something, but no.
Maybe I have
It can't be. I don't know what that, because if that's Brody, it can't be Hanson. And then of course this more workout area. See, that's the thing. They really like put in the work here, and that's the biggest thing. That's the biggest draw to Ground Zero. What do you think?
I like it. I feel like they added some more things since the last time we were here.
Oh yeah, it's getting polished and polished and polished. And this is how you grow.
Yep.
That's the best part about it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's bring in our first person that we're going to talk to. Please welcome Natasha Black.
How you doing? A little hesitation here. Say it a little bit more with your chest. Akasha Black.
Okay.
Thank you kindly.
Akasha Black.
Thank you, thank you.
All right, so welcome. This is your rock solid debut. So,
Which you'll still be getting into studio, mind you, as well.
the studio's right around the way. So,
Can't wait. I
get
can't
you
wait.
in on that. So I know you've been
Ryan,
in
what's
the
up?
game for a long time, like
23 years.
23 years.
Started wrestling in 1997.
97.
Yeah.
So, like, how did you first get into the game, like getting into training and all that?
Quick story, I ran away from foster care and spent my stipend on like wrestling school. I was foster kid for a very long time, had like a broken home situation. I just one day saw a flyer, I decided that's what I wanted to do. I ran away from foster care in the middle of the night, took my entire stipend, which is like a monthly amount of money they give you, and I gave it to New Millennium Wrestling, and that was in 1997.
New Millennium Wrestling, so they're not, obviously they're not.
No, they're not around anymore. It was my first taste of toxicity in wrestling.
And so how did that go down? What was
Well, being like a black wrestler in the 90s was pretty hard. Being a black queer wrestler was even harder. It was very hard. You don't find spaces like this. You didn't find spaces like this. You didn't find trainers like this, facilities like this, like backstage, post office venues where there was like some rich guy sitting behind the desk taking money, selling you a dream. This is way above and beyond what I had to go through when I got here.
I think things are more open and loose.
Talk louder.
Things are more open and loose than they were like way back then.
Well, there's a progression. The progression is happening. You're seeing more trans wrestlers. You're seeing more black wrestlers get spaces and be able to maintain space. And there's people who will hold space for them, but there's still not a lot of places doing that. That's why I kind of like coming here to Ground Zero, because here at Ground Zero, as you can see behind you, it's a diverse group of characters. You don't sort of see anyone's ego showing. You don't see any locker rooms off to their own. There's no place here. Everyone's about the growth of professional wrestling. Everyone's about togetherness and being a team. That's still very rare in this business, in this era. It's very rare. So finding a space like Ground Zero for me, I couldn't help but come here because I'm on the end stage of my career and I just wanted to experience wrestling nirvana.
Yeah, I see. So you said coming towards the end stage, so does that mean you're retiring soon?
I mean, I'm 42, time's running out on me, and I'm a little envious of the younger wrestlers coming up because I wish I had this kind of space when I was coming up because I had to deal with a lot of BS. I had to deal with a lot of ridicule and racism and transphobia and homophobia because, as you know, in the 90s and the early 2000s, this was a boys' club. Wrestling was a boys' club for white boys only, and that chain is starting to break, but I'm coming in towards the end of it. So naturally, just like all things, my career will eventually come to an end.
And I know you have a match, another show next week. I will be in attendance for seeing that.
I'm supposed to be wrestling for the No Limits Championship, but I don't like really talking about that place because, like I said, Ground Zero is where I'm currently standing. I'm going to focus on what I'm doing today. Today I have to face Crystal Moon, so that's what I'm focused on. I'm not focused on a week from now. I'm not focused on anything beyond that. I'm focused on right now because she got something that I like. Championship.
I'm going for that, so that's going to come up later today.
I mean, yeah, like hopefully I'll be walking out of here with an extra 3 pounds of material.
So best of luck to you on that. And so where would you like to see the wrestling business go, like 5-10 years? Maybe
I would like to
50
see
years out?
open class wrestling. I would like to see this a genderless, fluidless, very fluid wrestling. I don't want people putting themselves in the boxes. I don't want to see the separations that are currently happening within the business. I would like to see women versus men. I would like to see trans women versus men, trans women versus women. I would like to see non-binary people. I want to see the elevation and the evolution of humanity through wrestling. Because if we're still only focused on white male presence, 5 years from now, the wrestling is dead.
And get a Ground Zero question in there. Where do you want to see Ground Zero?
And also, where would you like to see like Ground Zero specifically? How would you like to see them grow?
I want to look back from my retirement and remember this time here, because I have no doubt in my mind that if they keep doing these kind of things at Ground Zero, keep being innovative, and they keep worrying about the team and growth, that they will be a super indie in the next 5 years.
All right, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing that. So,
That's good.
yeah, I think we got some great insight.
Let me say something. Look. Give my man a break here. He's trying out here. Now, my name's Cameron, but you can call me Akasha Black. I know I talk a little fast, but if you listen a little bit faster, I ain't got to slow down for you to catch up, bitch.
All right, well, thank you for your time, Tasha.
It looks like Chico has a conspiracy here.
Yeah, I think someone we all know is here. Come on, baby!
Kenny will appreciate this.
Yeah, Kenny, look, your favorite wrestler was here.
You got to do something about that, Kenny, when you see Chico next. Of course. He loves Jericho. He's somewhere in the back. He's got to be.
He's a Jericho holic.
Of course. He can't get enough of that Jericho hall.
Well, as you can see here, like, we got talent piling in. And I think over there they're probably like going through like matches and spots. You'll see that a lot as you like when you come in like either backstage or like right before a show. Mm-hmm. You see people preparing. I'm sure pretty soon we'll start people like practicing their choreography in the ring and whatnot.
Now,
You come on this side here.
I do, I'm not good. So bright.
that's not fair.
Don't listen to T.
Who's saying that over there? Wait a minute. Who is that? Y'all know who that is.
So we'll go back to the beginning a little bit. I've seen you on Tiffany Ann's show. That was a very good interview.
Oh,
So I wanted to go over a little bit of your journey on our show as well.
Wow,
That's a bump.
that's a bump up.
Yeah. So how did you get into the wrestling game here, training and all that?
So the way I got into it, it was during COVID, like the height of the pandemic. Everybody's home. We're trying to figure out what to do. And TJ Epics calls me. He's like, "Hey, there's a wrestling school about like a half hour from me. There's a Shiloh, who's my trainer, my wrestle dad.
I know him.
One of the best people in the world. So I went there and took my first bump, and it's been my life ever since.
Alright, and how long have you been in the game? Just for like 3 years now?
So I just hit my 3-year mark of actually training. October will be my 3-year mark of wrestling matches. So I'm like a little over 2.5 years. Around there.
Hey, congratulations on that. You made it this far so far. So, actually, ask about the group here. Are you still in the Edge of Hope? If so, how did that come together?
So Edge of Hope is just it's a group of all those guys, kind of similar backgrounds, similar viewpoints. My whole gimmick is the hope dealer, which comes from my own personal struggles and journeys.
Oh, I like that shirt, by the way.
Oh, thank you. It's a good shirt. It's a great shirt.
Buy it now.
Plug.
Sierra Rain on ProWrestlingTees.com.
Yes.
So we just got put together because we had similar looks, similar viewpoints, similar styles, and we just meshed so well together. Like Mattick has been doing this type of thing forever. I kind of have an interview, so it's kind of it hurts my feelings.
Yes, what's going on?
Like teaming with Mattick has probably been one of my favorite experiences because a wealth of knowledge. It's a great learning tree to the other. I'm not just saying that. But he's somebody who we learn a lot from in those little things. So I'm really grateful to be here.
Always keep things. So, where would you like to see this promotion specifically? Ground Zero,
Wild Zero. I think there's so much there. Like I said, I've been around Mattick and the coaches here for a while when I got started. So seeing them train the new crop and help even the people like me who've been doing this for like 3 years, honing our crafts and doing better. Just from these student takings is amazing. I think it genuinely could be one of the top tier go-tos in Western New York.
So do you know if they're going to be doing like are there going to be any live shows here down the line?
I know there's one coming up. I think it's May 21st is the live show that they're doing. I'm not going to be there because I have another booking, but I know they're doing it. So if you're in the area in Syracuse, please go. You won't be disappointed. It's such an amazing group of guys, super talented, and you will not leave unhappy. You'll be happy.
That's Wild Zero at the pastime, guys.
Right, trust me, be there.
Yeah, shout out to Syracuse too, because I know there's been a void over there for some time. There's hardly been any promotions there. Can you give any insight as to why that has been?
Honestly, I don't know. I'm still so new into the game where I don't know why there's no wrestling. Maybe just nobody's kind of stepped in to fill that void. Wild Zero stepped in and do that show. I know New Pros, which me and Matt will be at on the 25th of May, is running there in Oneida, which is around that area. Which that's going to be great. It's also highly done. Really looking forward to that match. They're a bunch of great guys, and they've really stepped over a line. So me and Mattick need to step up and remember, hey, we're the guys around here. We're the guys in Western New York.
We can do this.
We got to remind you who's who.
Yeah. All right,
Good.
I think we got some good insight from you, so thank you so much.
I'd love to be on your show again. You guys are awesome. You guys are really.
We are 4 minutes that way. We need you to come in the studio, bro.
We'll work something out.
Oh, absolutely. I think we're ready for that. I think the Rock Solid world is ready for that.
Absolutely. I want to be ready for the Rock Solid world.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, we got them. Now they're going to start to prepare for the taping that they're going to be doing a little bit. Yes, very soon you see them like either rolling around, then you take a bump or two. You might see some of them go over spots. So that's one thing I always find interesting every time I come to these things before a show starts.
What's that?
Old man and one of the Rochester originals is back in town, Uncle Krist.
So if you got a minute, say a few words about Ground Zero. What is it?
This is my first time coming back to Ohio, or back to New York in 5 years because I've been in Ohio, and I was lucky enough to get invited back here because most of these guys I've known forever.
Yeah.
And I love it. The setup is amazing. Everybody here is cool as hell. And it's only going to get better. Only better. Peace out, bro. Hey.
Yes, I think that
Look who it is. Look who it is.
That's what it's all about. The takeover. Taking over.
we had the guys coming here today. What have you guys been up to since then? I know you've been going around.
What we're doing, we're here at Ground Zero, we're perfecting the craft.
Perfecting.
Is what we're doing. Respecting the craft.
They never
We're
stop
here
working.
with the best trainers. We're here with the best athletes in Rochester. We have the best training in Western New York, hands down. If you're not here training at Ground Zero, I don't know where you're at. All right? This is the place to be right here.
Strong words right there. So
What does it mean to him? What does it mean to him?
Yeah, what does it mean to you exactly?
What does it mean to me? What does what mean to me? Wrestling?
Yeah.
Ground zero?
Yeah, just
It means everything to me.
Pro wrestling in general. How about that?
Pro wrestling means everything to me. There's nothing I love more in this world than professional wrestling. It's the only thing I ever wanted to do since I was a child was be a pro wrestler. I'm here making that dream come true every single day with the best athletes there is, the best coaches you can find anywhere.
All right. How did you get into wrestling as a kid? Who did you like growing up?
Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan, Macho Man. Mr. Perfect. Bret Hart is one of my favorites of all time.
Same here. Yeah. I would have pegged you more for a Ted DiBiase kind of guy myself.
Yeah, who doesn't like the $1 Million Man? Everybody likes the $1 Million Man. You could see little glimpses of Ted DiBiase in my wrestling stuff and what I do. But I like the technical wrestlers. I like Bret Hart. You know, I like Triple H. Triple H is one of my favorite wrestlers. You know what I mean? I love Hulk Hogan for the entertainment. You know, I love Mick Foley for his passion. I love Triple H because he's a technical wrestler. You know what I mean?
So you say you honed all those traits into yourself?
I don't know. I watch stuff and I just do what I think feels good and feels right to me in the ring. You know, I try not to use other people's moves. You know what I mean? I am greatly influenced by all these guys, but I want to be my own person.
Your own man.
I want to be the investment. You know?
Yeah, so how did you get into like wrestling and training and all of that?
A friend of mine a couple of years ago that I was living with asked me if I wanted to go to a wrestling show. We were both very passionate about wrestling. It's how we formed our relationship. You know, friendship was based on professional wrestling. And I didn't know that there was pro wrestling in our area. Like, I know they would do shows every once in a while, but he invited me to go to a show with him. And I literally did not miss a show after that. I was hooked immediately. The very first guy that I saw wrestle that night was Colin Delaney. And I had no idea who he was at the time, honestly. You know what I mean? But I was hooked immediately. He immediately had my attention. I did not want to miss a show after that.
Let's go back to Colin Delaney so much. He has seems like he has the most respect in the city, at least in my view. Anyway. Why do you think that is?
He's been to the WWE, man. You know, he's been to the promised land. I think that's the major goal for all of us, right? We all want to make it to that stage. We all want to make it to that. If you don't, what are you doing this for? You know what I mean? We're all here to be the best we can. I want to be contracted someday. I want to be in the WWE one day. That's my dream. You know what I mean? AEW, Impact, I don't care where it is, but you know, like my dream is to be a contracted wrestler with a major league company. You know what I mean?
You want the bigger stages.
Oh yeah, that's all I ever dreamed of.
Did you see yourself, not just yourself, but you know your guys, Julio Diamante, Lotto, Big Budget? Did you see yourself taking them with you?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
WWE and beyond running.
Anybody who doesn't want greed on their card is absolutely foolish. If anybody's been paying attention to what we've been doing, I mean, it's pretty clear that we're the future of this business. We're not just the future, we're the president of this business. And we're just getting started. We're taking over everywhere.
He's not wrong, because I've seen him like NCW. You're in an exciting now as well.
I'm working anywhere I can. Anywhere that wants to use me, anywhere that wants to use greed, we're there. That's a matter of fact. We were just down in Cleveland. I've been wrestling in Tennessee. You know what I mean? Like we're going anywhere we can. You know?
And in your travels, I know that not too long ago you worked Jerry Lawler. What was that like?
Unfortunately, that didn't pan out.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm very upset about that, but that's just the nature of our business. You know, nothing's final until you're in the ring, standing across the ring from the guy and the bell rings.
You didn't meet him though, right?
I did meet him. We all got a chance to meet him. You know, unfortunately, the match didn't pan out. It's just how it goes sometimes. You know, card subject to
Yeah,
change.
card subject to change.
You know. But I got to do something with Matt Cardona last night. Didn't have a match with him, but I got a chance to do a little segment with him. That was cool.
Oh yeah, that was the ESW show. That's right. That's right. So, where would you like to see Ground Zero specifically go in the next like 5 to 10 years?
I would personally love to see Ground Zero be taken seriously as like a major independent company, a major place that people want to come to work at Ground Zero. You know what I mean? Like you see all these independent programs, you know, you see like the Wrestle Open, stuff like that. I want people to come here to wrestle. You know, we want to get these big names in here. We all want to wrestle at a higher level. You know, we're here every day trying to be the best that we can be. You know, and I want this is the best place to be in Western New York. There's no question about that. You know what I mean? I'll say it 1,000 times. You know, so as soon as people catch wind of this, everybody's gonna want to be there.
So you say Ground Zero is a quality investment, correct?
That's right.
Yep.
That's right. Make the investment.
From the investment himself, Price Pure Gold. So, all right, well, thank you for your insights, sir.
Always a pleasure to be on the Rock Solid podcast.
Yep.
For you, I'm sure.
Oh, absolutely. Nice.
Good stuff.
We got Mattick here. Welcome.
How we doing?
Good, good. Yeah, so you're making your Rock Solid debut. I've personally been wanting this for a while because I gotta tell you, you're one of, if not my top favorite in the city right now.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
So I've gone all the way like to get the shirt. I love how you rep the Rochester flower.
Yeah, always gotta do that.
Yeah, so what made you decide to do that?
Yeah, with Rochester? Yeah, so Rochester's obviously my hometown. I love Rochester. I'm hometown proud. A lot of moving around when I was a kid. Like I was born here, actually lived in Albuquerque, New Mexico for a period of time when I was a child. Moved back when I was a teenager, and it's just where I plant my foot, man. Yeah. So I love the city. I really do.
Alright, love to see it. So we'll go back to the beginning of the wrestling journey. Like, how did you get into the game?
Yeah, so loved wrestling as a kid, obviously. Like we all grown up, tried to do in our backyards, right? Like that was the dream. 2013, I saw that a company locally, Pier 6 in Hamlin, were having open tryouts, and I was like, man, if the time to do this is ever, it's gonna be right now. So I just kind of went for it, you know. Went up, signed up, met Colin Delaney and Mark House. Those were the two trainers over there, and never stopped after that. Like every weekend, every week, I tried to be in the school anytime it was open as much as possible. Spent some time there, and then Colin and Mark made the move over to the upstate school, and for the past like 9 years, that's where I was. You know, that was my home. And now I'm at my new home here in Ground Zero. This is where I'm planting my feet and trying to build the next generation.
Yeah, that's very good. That'll be a good segue into like the beginning of here. You got a very great setup here with the equipment, the ring, the production, all that. Can you go through like how the journey of how putting that all together? Because I know it must have been a lot.
It was a lot. Yeah, it's something I've always thought about. I'm a business major. I've always wanted to own my own business, and getting into wrestling, I'm like, man, I really can do this. I started becoming a trainer over at FCWA, and I really fell in love with it. I didn't think I would be. I didn't think I'd ever want to be a teacher. And once I started doing it, I really liked it. I tried to, mirror my teachings the same that I was taught with Colin. Like Colin's my core trainer. So everything that I've done up to this point is just based off everything he's taught me. But yeah, the opportunity came. I won't get into too much of the politics behind it. Just not happy with where I was currently, and I decided something needed to change, and I wanted to start from ground up. You know what I mean?
And just do your own thing.
Yeah. So hence the name Ground Zero. I want this to be open to everybody. Like I don't want to. It's all inclusive. You know what I mean? Any walks of life can step through that door. And I just really want to build the next generation. I want this to be a one-stop shop, you know, for everything wrestling. We're not just training wrestlers here. We're training referees, managers, production. You know what I mean?
All that stuff's important.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I know you have a great set of trainers here. Colin mentioned, Cloudy, Krist Worthless, and Brian Reckless is a trainer now.
No. So that's okay. So our trainers are Cheech, Colin, Ando, Cloudy, Krist, and myself. The 6 of us are the core trainers here, and we kind of split up the time with all the wrestlers. And I think it was just really important to me to have a great team opening up this school, like world-class guys. Like, come on, Colin Delaney worked for WWE, worked for AEW. He's traveled all across the United States. Cheech and Cloudy, former tag partners up in Smoke, both have done time in Ring of Honor, CZW, and Shikara. Nick Ando has been a mainstay here in New York. Former 2CW champion, worked a lot of great names. Krist Worthless, who does well with our production stuff. He did time in Germany training under Walter, or now Gunther. So, and then myself, like I've been training guys for like the last 5 years. So like I really love the team that we put together. And I think like this is the spot to be if you want to be a professional wrestler or anything in wrestling, you know what I mean?
Yeah, can't wait to see what you guys do like even later down the line, which will bring me to my next question here. Live shows. What is their plan going into that?
Yeah, so honestly, I personally, myself, I have no interest in running a show. That might be the misconception. Like, I don't want to run events. I'm very happy with doing stuff like we're doing today, the studio tapings, and like just to get people together from other schools and network and try to get some reps in, to better ourselves. Personally, as far as like running shows, it's not, at least in the, never say never, but at least like in the immediate future.
Carnival and wrestling.
Right, at least in the immediate future, that's not my plan to run shows. But my partner, Krist Worthless, he does run a promotion called Wild Zero. And we're actually having our first show, or his first show back after pandemic, May 21st. So in Syracuse, New York. So he'll be running stuff, but we kind of keep those two separate. Like I take care of the school stuff.
Okay.
He takes care of the promotion stuff.
Yeah,
but they're not
live.
Yeah, they're not meant to cross there. You know what I mean?
You'll definitely like support any way you can.
Yeah. I mean, we're all a team either way. Like we're willing to help them out and try to make that as successful as possible.
I guess I'll ask you about Syracuse style that's been mentioned because there's been a void for quite some time. I mean, even after the pandemic, we've had a good couple years that we're able to go to shows again. But it seems like just now that Syracuse is finally doing some things. Do you have any insight as to why that may have been the case?
Yeah, I think it was out of respect mostly. 2CW ran the Syracuse area for a very long time, and they were the company in New York as far as I'm concerned, you know what I mean? So I think it was more of a respect thing, and I think the school in Syracuse, the Institute of Professional Wrestling, is actually running out of the Pastime Athletic Club now, and we talked with them and asked if it was okay if we could start running shows there at Krist. We started running shows there for Wild Zero, and we're excited to actually bring wrestling to the new market. Or an old market, a new market for us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. And he's been around the way from upstate. Like I've seen it. He's been to Binghamton, Buffalo, still all in the hometown now, of course. So I guess we'll bring it back to Ground Zero from here. So where would you like to see this go, like 5-10 years down the line?
Absolutely. When I think of like schools, I think of like the old Ring of Honor Dojo, which is now Chico Libre in PA, in Bristol, the Worldwide Dojo, places like that, the New England Wrestling Academy, the Monster Factory, like stuff like that. Like those are very well-known schools, and those are places that I want us to seek out to train, right?
So you want that rep?
I want that rep, absolutely. I want us to be the school, like especially up here in the Northeast. Like I want us to build a reputation and guys travel to like come train here. Because we have like I mean I don't mean to toot our own horn, but like our coaching staff is talented. And we've already touched on this, you know what I mean? Like I just want this to be an open place for all walks of life to come in and you know, go and reach for that dream. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so I think we got some very good insight from you right there. So I just want to thank you very much for your time.
Yeah,
letting us come in here. Definitely look forward to coming back here down the line in the future. As many people as we can.
Absolutely.
Putting on for the not just Rochester, the whole upstate season. We're definitely a part of that. And appreciate everything you've done, everything you put together. So
I appreciate it. Thank you for having me out. I've been wanting to do this a long time.
and
Have me back.
yeah, we'll be having you in the studio as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah, come do a guest spot on the podcast.
Absolutely.
You'll be our fourth.
I would love to.
All right, it's Rock Solid, Chico Libre, Mattick, head of Ground Zero. Signing out.
Looks like it cracked my feet right now. I'm rolling into it.
And what's up, brother? All right.
Plug May 25th, I did.
Huh?
Plug May 25th, I did.
What's May 25th?
Oneida?
The United.
Shit, cut that out.
Uh-oh.
Say May 25th. Cut it out, cut it out.
Stop the show!
I don't exist anymore.